Yẹ bá ń gbọ́ pékélé pékélé. 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 Ẹ má yà sọ́tún, ẹ má yà sósì. 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 Sanfatis ní ẹ jẹ́ ká lọ. 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 Ó yá o, ó yá o. Ẹ bá wa dòwò pọ̀ kájọ ṣoríire. Ó yá o. Ó yá o, ẹ bá wa dòwò pọ̀ kájọ ṣoríire. Ó yá o, ó yá o, ẹ bá wa dòwò pọ̀ kájọ ṣoríire. Ó yá o, ó yá o, ẹ bá wa dòwò pọ̀ kájọ ṣoríire.
ní Sanfatis FM ọmọ aládé ni wá gbogbo ìran káràkátà tó ń ṣòwò gbogbo fílílẹ̀ yìí tà ní tàbílẹ̀ oúnjẹ aṣọ tàbí ìwé ewébẹ̀ ẹran kódà bó jẹ́ pọ̀nmọ́ kàn sí wa ní Sanfatis FM lónìí lágbóhùn tẹ́ǹtà fàyè gbọ́ ẹ̀kúnrẹ́rẹ́ àlàyé síwájú sí i ẹ pè tàbí kẹ́ WhatsApp +447-946-212-160 Sanfatis FM òkè láyé tí wá.
Ẹ kú dédé àkókò yìí gbogbo ibikíbi tí ẹ ti gbọ́ mi káàkiri orígun mẹ́rẹ̀ẹ̀rin àgbáláyé. Ìkànnì Sanfatis Radio TV ló tún kí yín. A dẹ̀ tún fi àsìkò yìí láti máa kí yín ká lọ̀ yín lọ́gọ̀ ẹnu wípé adúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ yín bẹ́ẹ̀ tí ń bá wa subscribe tẹ́ ń bá wa share tẹ́dẹ̀ tún bá wa like gbogbo àwọn post wa níkànnì Sanfatis Radio TV. Ẹ ṣé gan adúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ yín. A mú nǹkan kékeré wá sójú àwòrán YouTube wa fún tọjọ́ tòní láti jẹ́ kí ẹ fi ṣe ìrànwọ́. Gẹ́gẹ́ bí a ti mọ̀ pé oríṣiríṣi ìlú ló ń bẹ ní àgbáyé pátápátá. Àwọn ìlú kan wà tó jẹ́ pé òun ló tóbi jù tí gbogbo wa náà dẹ̀ mọ̀. Bẹ́ẹ̀ la sì tún láwọn tó jẹ́ wípé òun ló kéré jọjọ tó jẹ́ wípé àwọn ènìyàn tí ń bẹ nínú rẹ̀ wọn ò tiẹ̀ tó 10,000 kankan. Tá bá ń sọ̀rọ̀ nípa San Marino, tá bá wá sọ̀rọ̀ nípa àwọn orílẹ̀-èdè tó kéré jù káàkiri àgbáláyé ibẹ̀ láti máa rí àwọn bí ìlú Vatican City, San Marino àti Nauru àti Tuvalu. Ṣùgbọ́n nínú àwọn orílẹ̀-èdè tí mo dárúkọ jọjọ sílẹ̀ yìí, a rí i pé nínú ìwádìí wa Tuvalu ló kéré jù pẹ̀lú 10,000 ènìyàn tí ń gbé nílùú náà. Nínú àwọn ìwádìí tí a ṣe ni wípé nínú ìlú Tuvalu yìí gbígbé ní àlàáfíà ó ṣe kókó, dídáàbòbò ẹ̀mí ènìyàn òun ló jọ wọ́n lógún jù ní ìlú náà. A gbọ́ wípé nínú ìlú náà wọn ò ní ju bí ilé ìtura 4 lọ tí wọ́n ń gba àwọn àlejò sí. Èdè Gẹ̀ẹ́sì ò ní wọ́n sọ ní ìlú yìí. Màmá fi àsìkò yìí láti máa fi fọ́nrán ìlú náà hàn yín báyìí lórí ìkànnì Sanfatis Radio TV láti fi ojú wo ìran ayọ̀ láti bẹ̀rẹ̀ bí ìlú náà bí wọ́n ṣe ń gbé ní àlàáfíà àti gbogbo ètò ọrọ̀ ajé wọn pátápátá. Bẹ́ẹ̀ bá ti wá ń bá mi wò, ẹ dákun ẹ má gbàgbé láti bá mi share, kẹ́ bá mi like, kẹ́ dẹ̀ tún bá mi subscribe sí ìkànnì Sanfatis Radio. Lágbára Ọlọ́run mi ní fi yín ṣàwátì. Ẹ ṣé gan ni.
Entire country. This is the only shop where you can buy a SIM card.
Welcome to Tuvalu.
This thinking.
We'll tour the whole country in 10 minutes. Only 11,000 people live in this country. They won't fill a stadium. It's so small that I only see people 5 to 6 times a day. It's forbidden for anyone here to buy a car. Only government officials can, because there's no enough space. Its surface area is only 26 square kilometers. It's the world's 4th smallest country. Let's go to the end of the country and get back. The airport is here and the end of the country is there. This is Tuvalu. This is where they bury their dead. This is the ocean. The storm is getting stronger. Let's go hide somewhere. Looks like this country is going to sink today. They became climate refugees. I will tell you their story.
What's happening?
You'll see the lagoon on one side and the ocean on the other. This is the width of the country. This is the narrowest point in the entire country. This is how wide it is. Sometimes it gets completely submerged when it rains and the sea level rises. I've crossed this country in one step. This is the country's garbage dump. They burn garbage here at the end of the island, but people here tend to throw garbage everywhere on this island. We arrived at the end of this country. This is the last house in the country. Imagine having a house at the end of the country. I live at the end of the country. Whew. You'll find me there. And this is a passage to the end point. And so we reach the end point of the country from this side. So let's go to the other end. Then I drove to the other side of the country. Look at the view. I'm at the end point of the country.
Indian sun rise above the mountains.
You remember this guy? In 2021?
We are sinking, but so is everyone else.
This is the Minister for Transport, Energy, Communication and Innovation. His name is Simon. This is where the minister stood when he addressed the world. He said, look, our country is sinking.
The most famous guy in Tuvalu.
Welcome to Tuvalu.
This country relies heavily on aid. Many countries support them to deal with climate change crisis. They have a ministry for climate change. They always blame the US. They even have glasses with climate change Tuvalu written on them. To extend the ground surfaces, they filled parts of the water surfaces with sand, like the Palm Islands in Dubai. The residents of this house were in that house, so they moved here temporarily after their house was demolished. So their houses are in danger. Their future is in danger.
They give them money
We give them the materials
to build.
the house.
They don't want to leave, although they have a chance. Australia gave them lands and told them to come.
Are you scared from losing your home?
Yes, that's very scary living here and experience this.
It's expected to sink in 30 to 40 years from now.
Right, so here education is free from primary school up to high school, but we don't have a university. Tuvaluans go to Fiji for university. So Australia and New Zealand have a migration schemes in place. We're also concerned that maybe all our qualified people might end up migrating overseas.
This is their sole bank. It's only one bank where you can withdraw cash. There are no credit or debit cards to use. They come here to receive their salaries. They can also deposit money here. There are no ATMs in the entire country. They only use cash. They deal in Australian dollars. Credit and debit cards are not allowed.
What are you gonna do?
I'm just checking my pay.
To check your balance, you have to come here?
To come to the bank to inquire about her balance. There's no online banking. You fill this to deposit, and this is to withdraw.
This is a prison?
This is the country's prison. We paid it a visit.
How many person?
Only 3.
3?
Yeah.
And the prison is open?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Why? So they're not gonna go out or something?
Have you seen before how prisoners in Scandinavian countries are spoiled? Well, here the prison is open. They say they can't run away.
And there is a computer inside.
Yeah, it's not video, for video.
Game.
Yeah, game.
Video gaming. How many years here?
3.
3 years?
He's leaving the cell.
Bro, they can't go out?
Yeah.
Really? How?
Because at daytime.
There is a time they can go
Yeah,
out.
daytime, half past 5, release from cell.
They go out to work and then come back.
You're gonna stay here? No?
No.
We do have a national team in football. We've actually been trying to be a member of FIFA, and one of the requirements is that our field is up to standards. As you can see, our stadium is falling apart on that side.
I've noticed that people here gamble most of the time. Do you hear that sound? Let me show you. They're gambling.
Holy number 9. 37, 37, 82,
The prize today is 3,000 Australian dollars.
77, 77.
They come here daily. They spend their time fishing, gambling, drinking, and eating. It's really strange. I asked him about the largest source of income for the country.
So you know how countries are assigned internet domain name?
Yeah.
So for UAE is .ae,
Yeah.
Fiji is .fj, Tuvalu is .tv. And .tv is actually very popular. So if you see any website that uses .tv, that they're paying us, the country, to use that. Twitch.tv is one of the biggest
Live streaming
website, and they use .tv. They pay us annually, but the total revenue that we get from our .tv domain name a year at the moment is around 12 million Australian dollars.
That's good income.
Yeah, it's very good, very good income.
People pay them just to use .tv.
I want to ask you about if there is like rich people here.
You won't see any millionaires in Tuvalu.
There's no Lamborghini here. Like,
Yeah, no, but even if I mean, there are some people that are well off. They make their wealth overseas and they come here.
Though this country is very small, it has a parliament, and each island has a representative here.
And we meet here maybe twice or three times a year.
All government officials, including the Prime Minister, live next to each other like neighbors.
The Prime Minister neighbors,
Yeah.
everyone in the government
that's
neighbors.
right. We all live around the same area.
I stopped at a random place and met a couple who are getting married today, so they invited me. It's similar to our weddings. They say the whole country is invited.
So what's the most beautiful things about Tuvalu?
Practically families and friends. Whenever we have a function going on, we always come together.
Because it's small, that's make it more beautiful.
Yes, because it's small and it's everyone is pretty much related on the island, and you get to know everyone. One-way street. It's paradise.
But like, do you feel bored here?
No, not really. Because you get to enjoy with friends. You get to go out swimming.
At sunset, this is how the runway becomes. They gather here to play football. They're playing football. This is the country's flag. It gained independence from Britain in 1978.
And so the worst case scenario for Tuvalu is all the islands are underwater, for example. How can we exist as a people? Can Tuvalu continue to exist without a physical territory, without land? Is that even possible? So if, say, we lose our territory and we relocate to somewhere else, Tuvalu would still own the ocean, our maritime zones, and the resources,
The area.
the area and the resources that is in our waters.
Simon, thank you so much, man.
Great, man.
Thank you.
Yeah, bang bop pékélé pékélé. 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 Ẹ má yà sọ́tún, ẹ má yà sósì. 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 Sanfatis ní ẹ jẹ́ ká lọ. 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 Óyá o, óyá o. Ẹ bá wa dòwò pọ̀ kájọ ṣoríire. Óyá o. Óyá o, ẹ bá wa dòwò pọ̀ kájọ ṣoríire. Óyá o, yá o ẹ bá wa dòwò pọ̀ kájọ ṣoríire. ó yá o ẹ bá wa dòwò pọ̀ kájọ ṣoríire.
Nissan Fortis FM ọmọ alájẹ ni wá gbogbo ìran káràkátà tó ń ṣòwò gbogbo fílílẹ̀ yìí tà ní tàbílẹ̀ oúnjẹ aṣọ tàbí ìwé ewébẹ̀ ẹran kódà bó jẹ́ pọ̀nmọ́ ẹ kàn sí wa Nissan Fortis FM lónìí lágbóhùn tẹ̀ ń tàn fàyè gbọ́ ẹ̀kúnrẹ́rẹ́ àlàyé síwájú sí i ẹ pè tàbí kẹ́ WhatsApp +447-946-212-160 Nissan Fortis FM òkè láyé tí wá.